Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi, Sushma.
It's Sheetal.
Okay. Yeah, your name
Yeah,
comes up as Sushma
yeah,
Swaraj.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Sheetal.
So let's just wait for another 3 4 minutes. Then we will start with the session.
Sounds good.
Yeah, hi everyone. We will start with the session. Any doubts related to yesterday's session? Because of some technical issues, we were not able to record the session. Any doubts?
No.
Okay, sure. So, in today's session, we are going to cover these topics like features of Tosca. Then we are going to talk about the architect of Tosca, and lastly, the defect management life cycle. Okay, so let's begin with this. Okay, so talking about the features of Tosca. firstly, it is a comprehensive test automation. By saying comprehensive test automation, what exactly we mean is it supports a wide range of application. For example, if we want to automate any mobile application, or for example, a desktop application, or even a web application, it supports all the applications. So just the process, the flow will be same for each of them, except for this API. Okay, for these three, the process will be same. So once we have mastered any one of it, definitely we can use those same concepts to automate any other um, application or any other type of a screen. Okay. Then, secondly, it is a model based testing, which I have already said yesterday. What exactly we mean by model based testing? So, it's a very business friendly model based approach. For example, if we want to open, just a simple example I am taking, if we want to open a URL, for example, if I want to open a Amazon URL, so for that I don't need any different screen to be scanned and created. What we can do is we are having pre-existence modules, which are more than 300 modules. So those modules will help us to open that URL. We just need to write the URL, whichever screen we want to open. So this makes really a test case to be created in just few seconds. Okay, when we don't need to scan or do any kind of stuff, that will simplify our work. Okay, then it is a risk based testing, because what happens that it ensures that we cover maximum possibilities to do the testing of our application. So what happens that when we are working with the Tosca, before launching that particular website or before launching of that application, we really make sure that all the critical functionalities and all the important features and small features are thoroughly checked. So even that features we have, that we can scan the whole application with the small minute different text boxes, whether it is taking a correct input or not, everything. Okay, then we have advanced test analysis. So it provides a detailed test report and the dashboards. So as we saw yesterday that all the screenshots were given, which gave a very proper reference to that screen, that what exactly has been inputted and used. So and nextly, it helps us in tracking the test coverage, executions and the result, like how much time each test case is taking, and how much like values we have inputted. All these stuffs will be covered in this particular tool called Tosca. Okay. Then nextly, we have scalability and performance. So this particular tool is capable of handling a large scale of testing projects. So yesterday we have already seen the test data management. Like we have that sheet. So if a client already provides us with some kind of requirement, then we can simply use that feature, that is the TDS feature, and we can work on it. How much amount of data, whether it is a small one or a big project, im- we can input all the details and everything. Okay, so now, any doubts in these points? Okay, so basically many of you might be not from a testing background, so let me just tell you in a layman language what exactly is the testing. Okay, so testing, what do you think when we say this word testing, what exactly it can mean? Anyone? Please, let's make this conversation interactive. Yeah,
Testing means like we are checking whether the individual functionality is working as expected or not.
right. So, generally, as a layman, we can say that testing means whatever we have done is right or wrong. To check that, we do the testing, correct? So, now in this, what we can say is when we are trying to test an application, when we are trying to test the application, what we ensures that it ensures that the application is error free. Okay, application is error free. If you remember, like few years back, we had an application called PUBG. In that, I don't know if anyone is aware or not, but in that application, because of the peak requirement, because of the demand, they launched their application without doing the testing. So what happened is, after few days, they faced this challenge that when they were trying to do the conversation through the application, it was doing collab. Like the person was not able to exactly speak one at a time. Everyone was saying continuously. The like connection was not proper. So all these kinds of errors were faced. So that's why it is very important in any organization, if they are working on any application, it is very important to do the testing. Okay, so here when we say testing, here comes our role. We will be the person to find maximum of errors through that application. Okay, now again moving forward, these are some of the features of the Tosca. Now moving on to the architecture of the Tosca. Now these are the five different architect of the Tosca. Like how a building is built. So before that, we appoint an architect to design the layout, right? In the same way, these are the five different architects which help the Tosca application to run. Okay. So the very first one is Tosca test repository. If you guys have a pen and paper, I would like you to please make your own notes, which will be very much helpful at the point of time of interview. Okay, so many times these kinds of questions are also asked to check whether the basics are clear or not. Okay, so the different architect, or we can even say the components of the Tosca are Tosca test repository, Tosca commander, Tosca Xcan wizard, Tosca executor, and Tosca license server. Now, talking about the Tosca test repository. So, exactly what we does in Tosca test repository, just a second. Okay, Tosca test repository. So in this Tosca test repository, we have different types of repository. Repository means the workspace which we are going to create, the application in which we are going to do the automation. It can be of different languages. Like you might have heard about the Oracle or the we can say SQL Lite. Okay, then we have SQL, we have DB2, that is database 2. So these are the common different repositories which we have. So for example, if an application is designed using Oracle language. So if we use this particular repository to automate that application which is in Oracle language, so what will happen when a website is designed? There are n number of codings, n number of boxes. So to scan that particular box, if we select a proper repository, it helps us to scan each and everything. Otherwise, we may face a challenge while scanning the application. Okay, but most of the time we use the SQLite or SQL. These are the mainly used repositories. Then coming forward, we have the second repository, that is Scan Wizard. When I said that we scan the application to create the test case, by that we mean, for example, for example, we have this application called Demo Web Shop. Okay. So in this application, just for an example, we want to register on this application. So what we can do is the initial step will be to register ourselves, right? So these are the mandatory boxes which need to be filled to register ourselves. So in that case, when we are scanning, a new screen will be opened. That particular screen is called Scan Wizard. Okay. So I hope Tosca Test Repository and Tosca Scan Wizard are clear. Now,
Can
we
you please repeat scan wizard?
sure. So, for example, this is a screen we want to automate. This is an application. Okay. It is a e-shopping application. Now, in this, the initial thing which we do will be doing the registration. So, to automate this particular screen, we need to click on this button first. Then we need to input these details and all those stuff. So, to create that module, we will be scanning this application. So the screen which we will be using to scan this application is called the Tosca Xscan Wizard. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
So we can even say that Tosca Xscan Wizard is used to create a module. Okay. Now moving forward, we have Tosca Commander. Now, what is this Tosca Commander? So, as we already discussed yesterday, we are going to create the module. These modules will be helping us to create the test cases. So, on the Tosca Commander screen, we will find the option of test cases. Then we have the option of modules, execution, all these. This is the home page. We can say Tosca Commander is the home page which have all the uh, we can say tabs for the test cases, modules, executions, planning and everything. Okay. Then moving forward, after Tosca Scan Wizard, we have Tosca Executor. So yesterday when we saw the example, we can even say Tosca Execution screen. So, particularly in this Tosca execution, what we do is we run the test case. Okay. whatever test case we have created will be run through Tosca execution. Okay. Then last but not least is the Tosca license. So this particular feature of Tosca license is available with the companies who have the whole lab setup and everything. They buy the license. Okay. As that license is really very expensive, and that is again a drawback of Tosca, that it has a license, but that license is applicable only if we want to automate more than 5,000 test cases or scenarios. Okay. So this Tosca license is again one of the architect of the uh, Tosca. So we have seen test repository, commander, scan wizard, executor, and license server. Any doubts in these five?
Can
Moving
you
forward, we will be
can,
working on each of the topic. Okay, so don't worry, just now we are just going theoretically, so that practically when we will be working on it, we will be able to connect with them. Yeah, someone was saying something.
uh like Tosca license server? Can you please?
So basically, this is the license which we buy for the Tosca application, which we as a layman doesn't buy, but the companies who have a big projects or really doesn't have the access to the free part, they prefer buying these licenses.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And apart from that, in this whole curriculum, one thing which we are going to see is we are going to see how exactly multi-user workspace works. Multi-user workspace. Then we are going to check uh, how single user workspace works. So basically, in the companies, we work with the multi-user workspace. That also we are going to cover in the session. That how exactly we can set up the multi-user workspace and how exactly we can work on it. Okay. These all things will also be covered in the moving classes.
Multi-user, you mean multiple employees
Yes,
are working?
multiple guys working on a same project. Like if a project is of around, for example, say we have some, just for a rough example, if we have some 500 test cases, okay, so it is not possible that a single person can work on these 500 test cases. So what we can do is we can simply divide it, that this particular project can be carried out by uh, 200, or 200 test cases will be managed by one person. Then after that, more 200 people can manage the other test cases, and some complex test cases can be covered by a third person. So like this, we will be distributing. But as it is a one project, as it is a single project, so all the three of them need to work on the same screen, right? Just the part of it will be distributed amongst the three people. So what can we do is we can use the multi-user workspace, in which everyone will be on the same page, that how much work have been completed with this particular user, with this particular tester, with this tester, and with this tester. All can be like managed in one workspace. Okay.
Yes, got it. So I think this answers my query, like how the multiple users can work, like use like
Right.
in the other thing like GitHub version control we are using. So at that time, everyone uh, like you be there on the same page, like
Same.
everyone used to
Right.
merge the code. So I think
Right.
over here, multi-user workspace takes place.
Right, exactly.
Got it.
So here what happens, we have different features in this. So when a single tester is working on these test cases, he will be coming out of the database, coming out of the server, doing the changes, and again he will be uploading it, doing the check-in process, and then whatever changes he has or she has made in this particular test case will be visible to all of us once they have done the check-in.
Got it. Got
Okay,
it.
it works like that in Tosca.
Shaital,
So
I
And
have one doubt.
for
So,
single user is, for example, we are using the Tosca for automating. So we are the only one which we are
right.
using, right?
So just to make a clarity, for example, we have again a small requirement. A client says that I have 100 test cases to be designed. So what a company does, he says that 100 test cases or even 200 test cases are very small amount. So a single dedicated person can also work. Like many times it happens, especially the foreign based companies, the international companies, what they do for small project, they hire the candidates from India itself. So what they do, a single person is assigned to this particular project, he will be taking care of everything. So this kind of project can be done in
Single
single
one.
user workspace also. So
So
in that, what we can do is we save our money, as we don't buy any license. With the trial version it can work, and here the company itself has to buy the application, or they have to they need to be registered with the SAP so that they can get the free access to the Tosca. Okay.
yeah, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, someone else also wanted to ask something, I guess.
Yes, in the repository it was mentioned SQL and SQLite. So are they
Right.
two different version or what is the exact difference?
Basically, SQL is the older and the most famous one, and SQLite is something which has a little bit of version difference. So, when we will be working on the multi user workspace, we will be working on SQLite. So, basically, that SQL and SQLite is something which is there in just the Tosca repository. Okay, so in that, if we want to work on the multi-user workspace, we always go with the SQLite version repository type.
so both are like database only, right?
Yes, yes, all those are database only, different types of database. Yeah, anything else? Okay, so now moving forward, what exactly is the workspace? We have already talked about it. So here in the workspace, it's an environment which we designed in the Tosca application, so that help us to create the test cases, to create the, or we can say to create the module and design the test cases, and that created and designed test cases and modules will be run through the execution. Okay, so what happens is, firstly we create a here, to simplify, we create. Okay, what do we create? We create our modules. Okay, then using modules, we design test cases. Okay, after designing, we run them. This is the normal flow of any script, any scenario which we are working on the Tosca application. This need to be done. This process need to be followed. So this whole thing is done under a workspace. Okay. Then we have talked about single user workspace and what is multi-user workspace. I hope these two concepts are really very clear.
Shaital, I have one doubt. Here,
Yeah.
like for multi-user workspace, Like for the
Right.
same Tosca machine, more than one users are accessing, right? Right?
Right. Right.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Then we have different types of licenses. So here talking about the licenses, Tricentis Tosca offers two types of license. One is cloud license and one is on-premise licensing. So this cloud license is something which we will be using. I will be guiding you from start to end that how exactly you can set up the cloud license for your particular desktop and how exactly you can work. Okay. And this is on-premise license, which is the license which is hosted by the uh, companies who has a proper premises and who has the licenses owned by them. So this is something which company holds it. Okay. Then user can request a license by completing the purchase of the Tricentis Tosca license. This is the one way which on-premise licensing people do. And other is responding to an email from the Tricentis support. This is what I'm going to tell you that you can do personally at your level. Okay. Now talking about the engines in Tosca. So earlier we used to have these two types of engines. So one was the classic engine and the other was one was the T box engine. So in classic engine there were too many drawbacks. This classic engine was there, we can say earlier, like 5 to 6 years ago, this classic engine was there last. So in this, what we used to face the challenge that the execution time used to be very long. Then whatever the test case is running, we were not having the access that uh, at the back end it can run. So because of all those drawbacks, even the standard modules were also not available in the classic engine. But now after the T box engine, we can say that the time of execution has reduced in a very drastic way. Earlier which used to take half an hour to 1 hour, now, because of this T box engine version, it has reduces to minutes or even the seconds. Okay, so these are the major changes. So many times what happen if we are saying that we have more than 5 7 years of experience, at that point of time these types of question arise that which type of engines you have worked on and all these type. But currently it's going on as a T box engine. Okay. Now, talking about the certificates. So, these are the certificates which are having a good weightage. Earlier, they used to provide the certificate. Now, they are giving the batches. So, once you add these types of batches in your CVs, it automatically gives a weightage to your CVs. Once you have completed the AS1, AS2, just completing these certificate really doesn't give that much input and that much good impression, because in the certificate whatever they are telling, whatever they are teaching us is in all something which is not related to the practical live examples. Okay, these are just the theoretical things which they have done. In the end, after completion or before completion of this AS1 certification, so it's a total 24 hours curriculum. Okay, after completion of these 24 hours, you have a mock of 5 questions. I guess 5 or 4. Every 3 months they keep on changing. So 5 to 4 questions are there. If you answer them right, well and good, you get 3 opportunities to clear it. After 3 opportunities, you cannot apply for at least again 8 weeks. After that, you can appear for the same exam. So, whatever we are going to cover in this whole curriculum will definitely make sure that whenever you are appearing for these kind of certification, you get best marks. Okay, so we will be covering everything. And apart from that, you have the access, you have 3 months of time, whichever certification you want to do. Even apart from these, we have different cloud architect certification and many more certifications are there. So you can even apply for them also.
So for AS1, do we need to go through with those 24 hours
Yes.
session?
Yes, before
We need,
complete, until and unless you complete this 24 hours on that particular website, that particular training, you won't be able to apply for the mock. Even if you miss out one screen also, it will not unlock this. That concept, that flow they have already designed.
so we need to seriously study them, or like what we can do?
No, no, no. Actually, as I said, it's a automatic thing. So you have to listen through it. What you can do is you can just increase the timing, because whatever you are going to learn here, we have already in-depth completed in our session. So
Okay.
almost like we can say after 15 days of the training, you can start with the certifications. In those 15 days, we will be covering most of the part of AS1 and AS2.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Any doubts?
So is it contains like the only the questions or practical examples we are supposed
Practical
to?
examples. Practical examples. They will be taking just the one application which I have shown you, this demo web application. Particularly this, sorry, particularly this application is designed in such a way, in such a friendly way for a tester, that they can automate these screens. Okay.
No, I was asking related to the certifications.
Yeah,
Like,
in
is it contain?
certifications, they will be explaining all the concepts in this just one screen, this one application.
Okay.
The whole 24 hours you will be seeing across this, just this application. They are trying to do something in this, ordering anything, how exactly processing is done, all those stuffs will be done in this particular application only. And when we will be learning from this application. More 3 4 applications are there. And apart from that, every uh, we can say after every 4 to 5 sessions, I will be asking you for a good demo. Like, I want you to practice the application and try to do the automation on your own using the concepts which we have already covered. So like this kind of working will be there. So that will, most important is not learning something. The most important thing is how much hands on you are having on that. So that we will make assure that you give your quality time to do the practicing. Hardly a concept takes 5 to 10 minutes to practically uh, replicate. But if you are not giving that 5 10 minutes every day also, then it will be a big question to think about that how exactly you will work in future. So every look, if you have at least 10 minutes a day which you can take out to learn something new, then definitely go for this course. But if you are thinking that I will learn today and will practice it after few days, you won't be able to connect with it. So once, if you are practicing throughout the session, that will give you a definitely good hands on, right?
Okay. So actually, my question was the certificate exam. Does it contains a practical or
No,
we need to be the option
it's a
based
it's a MCQ based. 5
MCQ?
questions
Okay.
MCQ based.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Rohit. Rohit, we are not able to hear you. Yeah, we are going to share the material, like for the interview purpose point of view, that how exactly you can prepare for the interview direct, and some scenario based questions will be there. And if you guys want some more like help, like in advanced way, that also I can provide you. Rohit, we are not able to hear you. Can you please write down your query in the chat? Okay.
Shetal, we have to pay any amount for the certification?
No. Certification, enrollment, and other stuffs will be taken care by the institute.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So no separate charges. Whatever you are paying in the starting will be the only fee that you are paying to learn. Apart from that, in between, at the end, nothing will be asked. All the license and everything will be taken care by the institute. Yeah. So any doubt in this? Any other question? Don't feel shy. We are here to learn. If you have even a silly doubt, even in between the sessions, also you are not able to connect to any point or any small thing, please don't hesitate because no one is perfect here. We are here to learn. So I would suggest that maximum you can uh, take the output from this particular webinar, seminar, training. Please get it.
I think Rohit is trying to ask in chat.
Oh, is it? Okay. So currently, as the ERP like has already said that to move on with on the SAP by 2027. So the current demand of Tosca with SAP is really very much high in the market, especially for the people who are coming from a like technical background. It's a very good opportunity. Learn Tosca. It's just 1 month course, and definitely you can find good opportunities in the market. So currently it is too much in demand, especially for SAP. So if someone is trying to change the career also, they can focus on doing the Tosca training with the SAP training. Pick any of the module of your choice and you can master that module. And with that, you already have this testing knowledge that will definitely boom up your career.
So, will
If
there be any access for the particular SAP module for the doing hands-on?
Okay, so a rough tentative, I can say that we will be firstly working on the 15 days, the whole basics, which will make sure in which we will make sure that you are very much hands-on clear with any kind of application, web application or a GUI screen or anything. And after that, I will be introducing you to the SAP thing. So around you can just think that 15 to 17 after 15 to 17 sessions.
Okay.
Yes, definitely I will be guiding you to do the SAP certification, which will be helping you to showcase yourself as a SAP tester also. And which module of SAP, as I have never used SAP. Okay, so basically even I'm not from a functional consultant background, but there are many modules like purchase, uh, pro- procure to pay module, which is about the purchasing. Then we have SD, that is sales and distribution. So if you guys want, I can give you access after 15 17 days of the session. I can give you access in reference to some of the YouTube channels which can help you, because in my recent batch a guy was there who was not having the technical background. So he was from a non-technical background. As a functional consultant, he just started his career using YouTube videos on SAP modules, and like within 2 3 months, he has gone through all the modules, and like especially he has focused on transportation management. So after that, he did the course, and soon after completion of this course, he was taken as a SAP functional plus tester. So initial package, that guy was still doing his graduation, but even at that point of time, because of his knowledge, he got placed in a good company where he got a starting package of 12 LPA. So being a very much fresher in the market, getting this particular amount is really a good thing, right? So you can focus on any of the module. As I said, I can give you the link of the YouTube channels. You can refer them and you can think that particularly which module you can really work on. But talking about the simplest module and the most used module is the sales and distribution, which we will be doing. Definitely. When I started my career as a manual tester, I gave the interview as a manual tester. I just worked hardly for 3 months and then I was shifted to the Tosca without any prior knowledge also. So then I did the course and everything and sharpened myself towards the Tosca. And as you said that you are a manual tester, then I hope that you have done some certifications in manual testing also. So even that, because nowadays a new rule is going on. If you're working with any multinational companies, so they really want you to be certified with manual testings and all those things. They are really preferring it. Rit, is it possible that can you connect with a phone or some other device so that you can ask your questions? Any other doubts anyone is having?
No.
Yeah, guys, because soon we will be starting with regular classes. Like I guess today is again a demo session and tomorrow also we may take a demo session. But before that we really want you to register so that we can start up with the like setup of the application and all those stuffs.
So related to SAP, I just had a confusion. Will you be providing some access to SAP tool or any
Yes.
YouTube reference
No, no,
that I
no, no,
didn't
no.
know?
No, we will be providing you with the SAP application installation, the server access, everything will be provided to you. Okay. But if you want to learn SAP, like as Rohit said, that he is not aware about SAP. So many of you might be here who don't have a prior knowledge of SAP. So if you want to learn SAP, you can refer those YouTube videos. Here, I will
Okay.
be just covering one scenario which will be of sales and distribution, and you will be getting a hands-on experience with the tool itself in the practical.
So, like sales and distribution model for SAP. So, is that will that be helpful in the interviews as well? Like if I show experience
Yes,
as I do have experience in SAP with sales and distribution model,
yes,
something. Okay,
definitely. In
sure,
that
got it.
case, the interviewer will really focus that he will be asking you the questions related to SAP and automation. In that
Okay,
combination the interview will be taken. Like basic question will be that if you want to uh, create a sales order, then which particular T code you are going to use. This will be the basic question which they will be asking you. Then
okay,
if you are showing that no, I have worked for more than 1 year in SAP, then in that case they may ask you as an advanced question which knowledge you will be getting when you will be referring to the YouTube videos, because in that scenario they will be asking you that how can you can find the company code, how can you can find the supplier in number. So all those stuffs will be asked in the advanced scenario if you are presenting yourself as a SAP functional testers also, functional consultant.
okay. So I think at that time YouTube videos will be helpful.
Yes, at that
Okay.
point YouTube will be helpful to you. Yeah, and who
Um,
is this AK? Sorry,
one
Abhinaya.
more thing.
Yeah, Rohit, just a
There,
second.
yeah.
Actually, Abhinaya has asked one question that from institute side they will be providing. Yes, they will be providing the completion certification, and from the Tricentis itself, we will be providing you AS1, AS2, SAP, API certificates. Yeah, Rohit.
Yeah, my question is, there is no demand for web or means web application or desktop application in Tosca right now.
There is demand, but compared to SAP, the demand for web is little low.
Okay, then
What is
how much?
currently going in the market is SAP thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
then how much SAP we have to learn?
Look, just a basic SAP, what the organizations are currently doing is even they are looking for the people who can work on the application. So just a basic knowledge will also help them. What they do
Okay,
after that, they take you and they train you, right?
okay,
So in that case, what exactly they are expecting, that the confidence of the person, in the interview, what exactly matters is the confidence, the knowledge, and then the practical experience, right? This is the
okay.
combination which a interviewer looks like. Even I have taken many interviews. The first thing which we expect from a candidate is that he should be able to tackle the situation. So even if a wrong question is asked to you, if a question is asked which you are not aware about, what should you answer, you should be in a position to handle that question,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So that is the main thing, main confidence which the people are looking in today's market. If you are able to replicate that in your interview, then I don't think so there will be any challenge, because questions, definitely they may ask you 15 questions, 20 questions, but it is not important and it is not expected that you will
Mm.
be up to the mark for all the 20 questions, right?
Okay, okay. And my
But
year of experience is 10 years, so it won't be a problem for me.
right. But just talking about if anyone is from a fresher or someone, so what matters is that to handle that question, to try to understand that question and then reply to that question. So definitely, I can say that once we have done this training completion, you will be in a good position to answer the interviews.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Okay, so today, as we have already completed 1 hour, so what we can do is tomorrow we will be looking towards on the defect management topic, and then I would request you that whomsoever is feeling to take this course and start a new career, please go for it. It's never too late. Yeah, Nafisa.
Hi, Sushma.
Yeah.
Actually, I just wanted to know if you will be covering DEX and TDS in this training.
DEX, right? Distributed
Yes.
execution.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so distributed execution is something which they have removed. Like now, no new company can apply for the DEX setup. Okay, so we have a pre-recorded videos that how exactly you can configure it. We can provide you with that, but we won't be covering any topic. I can tell you that what
Mm.
exactly is DEX, how it is going to work, but we are not going to have a practical configuration session. Sorry.
And also
And
test data
TDS
service. Yeah.
and test data, we will be doing hands-on. At least two
Okay.
to three, 2 sessions we will be doing. And even I will be giving you assignment for the TDS.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah,
looking forward for more hands-on experience from this training because Shushma, I have given a lot of interviews by just completing courses from YouTube and Udemy, and the questions which were asked from me was totally scenario based and
right.
scenarios like payments from banking applications. So we will be doing a lot of hands-on in this training or not?
Yes, definitely we will be doing hands-on.
Oh,
Like I will be telling you one concept each day. Then I will be giving you assignments in which you need to work on that particular concept. And the next day, if you face any kind of challenge, any kind of doubt, we will be referring to it.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Vidula.
Yeah. Uh, I'm not sure. whether I have missed that or not. Are we going to cover the integration of ALM or Jira with Tosca in this training?
No, we are not going to cover the integration. But yeah, as I said, from Tricentis, we do have one certification for Jira also. That definitely I can help you with. In that, you will be learning how exactly Jira works with Tosca.
Okay, and once this training has been completed for the 30 days, if we
Yeah,
still have some doubt or any queries,
definitely
can
I'm
we reach out?
available for you people. Don't
Okay, that's
worry. Yeah, yeah. Anything else? Okay, guys. It was a very good interactive session with you all. So let's see you all tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.